Tackle Junkies, what's going on, fellas? I'm out here with Phantom Fishing. I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar with him by now. He's been in a few of my videos. I'll link him down below, definitely check him out. But while we were fishing, he noticed one of his reels. We have the 13 fish in Origin, 1.3 here. He said it was kind of making some noise, a little bit squeaky and all that. So I'm gonna show you guys a few things that you can do on the water to fix your reel and make it perform like it should. And since it's making a noise as he's casting, most likely it's something to do either with spool bearings or really the contact points where the spool is rubbing as it's spinning. So the first thing we'll do is pop off the side plate here, push down on the button there, pull it off, set this down. Inside here, what you can do, okay, you got your bearing right here. See that, Andy? Okay, inside the bearing, there's usually like a little fiber washer. You can clean that out. I'm just using like an ardent swab, but you can see just how dirty that is. You can use a Q-tip. Then also the brass ring here. Now this reel here has pin braking, so those pins are going to rub on this brass ring. Wipe that as well. You can see just how dirty that is there. Get your oil. Now I'm just using hot sauce. Use whatever you have. I like hot sauce, and a lot of guys don't like it. Again, I've never had any issues with it. And just put a drop of oil on the bearing, and one drop. That's all you need. There you go. Just one drop. And we're actually going to oil this brass ring here at the end. All right, set that aside. Now you can pull out your spool. You got your spool here. Again, I like to clean the shaft here. And some guys like to oil the shaft. I never do that. You really, oil creates drag. It'll just slow down your spool. I like to keep it dry. Clean the ends here. Also, this end here. You can also wipe down the brake pads if you'd like to do that as well. And then just oil the spool bearing there. Just the bearing. Again, one drop is all you need. That was a little much. There you go. All right, now that you oiled that spool bearing, I'll put a very small dab of grease on the end of the spool shaft. I mean, very small. Even that's too much. You can see that there. Just dab it with your finger. A little bit on either side. That's all you want. Okay? Set that aside. Take off your tension knob. Okay, underneath the tension knob you'll have a bearing. Again, one drop. And again, a little too much. Swipe some of that off. That's one thing I do like about the hot sauce, that it's colored, so you can actually see how much you're putting on. So you've oiled this bearing, you've oiled the bearing in the side cover, and you've oiled your spool bearing. Now you can get your tension knob. Okay, you got a washer under here as well, a little fiber washer. Clean that off. Small drop of oil. That's all you need. And the last thing we're going to do is get the frame here and wipe down any area that the spool could rub. So on the inside here, and then right here. Okay, and you can see Q-tip is pretty dirty. Put a drop of oil here on the Q-tip. That brass ring that we mentioned earlier, wipe that. Then the frame you just cleaned. Doesn't hurt to wipe that either. Grab your spool. Tension knob. I know some guys too, when they're putting the reel back together, sometimes they'll put that tension knob on first. If you tighten it all the way down, normally you won't be able to get your spool back in. But I like to put the spool in first. We can somehow maneuver that cap in there like that. like so. Then also what I'll do is put a drop of oil on, I guess you could call it that, that bar that runs across there, Andy? It's just the support there for the line guide. I'll put a drop of oil on that as well.
No, that's not actually the worm gear.
No.
That's just
worm gear would be up in here.
Yeah, that's just...
Which a lot of guys will oil that, and I'm totally against that. Totally, always grease gears, oil bearings, but...
it's just the bar it's sliding on.
Yeah, just the bar it's sliding on. And that feels, I mean, extremely smooth. So guys, that was just some quick tips that you could do on the water at your house, just whenever you have some free time. If your reel is making some noise, a little bit of oil, a little bit of grease should fix it. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out this joker behind the camera, Phantom Fishing. He'll be linked down below. Thumbs up, guys. We will talk to you soon.